So I've been recording in this office for almost exactly a year now. We officially signed the lease for this house September 28th of last year, so we're coming up on the anniversary, I guess, of us being in this house, which means it's the anniversary of me recording in this room. Kind of. I recorded some at my old place, one of them I recorded in the car. The move was very hectic, but around the time that we finally moved into the house and most of the house was empty, I did a complete house tour. And since it's been a year, I figured I might as well update you guys on what has changed. Because in my original house tour video, I talked about what our plans were, what we wanted to change. And so now I want to show you guys what has been accomplished, what still needs to be accomplished. And even though it really doesn't feel like it's been a year, I think looking back at the old footage from that video and comparing it to what the house looks like now will really help to demonstrate the work that we've been putting into this house, despite both of us working full-time jobs. And we both live over an hour away from our job, so we don't have a lot of extra time. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little updated house tour. The house still needs a lot of work, but I'm still excited to show you what's been done. I just got off work because the power went out at my work, so I got to come home early, which is fun. So now we're gonna do the house tour video because it's been almost exactly a year since I did my original house tour video, or at least since we've gotten the house and been able to live in it. I don't remember when I did the original house tour, but we're gonna do the year update now. We can already see some decorations, but that's a spoiler. We're gonna start in the living room. It's dark because I work second shift. I say this a lot, but I also get a lot of new people on my videos, so there's a chance you didn't know that. So we're gonna start at the front door in like our front area. One new update is we blocked off a little bit of this weird window that I really didn't like with the no soliciting sign because people wouldn't leave us the fuck alone. I had so many different religious people come up to our front door and that shit fucking pissed me off. We already had 2 no soliciting signs on this wall and on this wall, and then we added this one because people were still not leaving us alone, so that's fun. But anyways, so from the front door, we have this new area. So ignore that, those are all my mugs that are from my mug video that I have to take to Goodwill. This is a shoe rack for all our extra shoes, as well as a hat rack and a coat rack. That's extremely helpful. We have a little place to put like our mail and stuff. This Windex is here because I was cleaning out part of my car, but we've got my boots and stuff here, just that kind of stuff, just by the front door. Then we've got like this nice open area. This area we haven't found a lot of room to do anything with yet. And then let me just do a full look at the room and then maybe I'll go into more detail. So this is the half of the room that's like away from the door, like the front door is over there. And then I'll show you the back half of the room when we go over there. But I think it looks really beautiful. I think it's looking great. We do have Halloween decorations up already because I love Halloween. But moving on from all this stuff, again, we have more Halloween decorations here on the window. I don't want to show out the windows too much. I'm not really worried about you seeing outside, but just in case. Here we have some of our plants. This is a red guy, a little plant that I actually have a video about me putting in this pot, and this is half of our favorite plant. As you can see, he's very long. This plant very recently got repotted because on that windowsill, you'll see that this is only half of this plant. This plant is named Constantine. It's really hard to see in this lighting, but it's really good to see during the day. It's purple in here and on the leaves and like on the edges of the leaves. But yeah, it's a beautiful plant, beautiful purple plant. From here, we have this really cool chest of drawers. My boyfriend's grandparents gave us this. I think it's beautiful. Like, it has all this really cool flower paintings on it. It has it on the corners too, but this part of it is kind of messed up, so it's covered right now. But it's really beautiful. We have top drawer for like some light sweaters, middle drawer is more like heavy coats, and then the bottom drawer I have for like any travel bags, like duffel bags and backpacks. Don't worry about that, that's a present for my mother-in-law. Her birthday's coming up pretty soon. And I put up these little pumpkins for Halloween. This is the plant that I repotted in that planting video. This is a lily that's not doing very well, and this is more of those plants because I really like them a lot. And then on the wall, we have a very original set of ice skates, and then just some like cool planty stuff. And then my boyfriend, he made that shirt when he was like a little kid, so I put it in a shadow box. And we have a nice lamp because these don't work. We have 2 of them, and neither of them work, so that's fun. Over in this corner, we have, this is put up because our little vacuum needs to get under there, but it's like a little stool. This is some like boxes and stuff and some wrapping paper, which is out because I was wrapping that present. This is a box full of Halloween decorations and also a candle shaped like a croissant that I got for my birthday. But yeah, this is our Halloween decoration box, which is why it's out, because I was doing Halloween decorations. Watering can to water our plants. Speaking of, we have more plants on this side. We've got an aloe vera plant called Todd, and he's got some little babies in here that we call the Toddlings. This is our other half of Constantine. He must have been dripping a little bit. He goes this way and this way. So this is half of the plant, and that other one is the other half. So yeah, we definitely needed a bigger pot, because that's the one he came in originally. We've got some more Halloween decorations hanging up. They're supposed to be facing that way. That one didn't work too well. This also is my original office chair. My boyfriend got me a nice new one recently, so this one lives out here, kind of helping this little seating area. That's a cabinet that's been empty. There's another coat rack. The funny story about these coat racks is my boyfriend meant to order 2 and accidentally ordered 4. So now we just have an extra one here, and later on you'll see what we use the other ones for. We have this nice couch. Again, got it completely free. Most of the furniture in this house we got completely free because my boyfriend's grandparents and other family members needed a place to put them and couldn't sell them, couldn't throw them away, or just somehow couldn't get rid of them. So we ended up with them, and I absolutely love it. We've got a blanket with little ghosts on it, again because it's Halloween, so I'm decorating for Halloween. We have these pillows, which are actually so fucking comfortable. Like, I don't even remember where we got them from, but I remember they were like $5 a piece, and they're so comfortable. Then we have all my fun pillows, this little chicken nugget guy, a ghost for Halloween, and a strawberry. Then up here, we have some more decorations. We got these 3 when we visited Salem, and these 2 recently, which you think that would be in the opposite order, but they're not. Back there, we have the information for the doorbell. It's just hidden back there because it needs to be plugged in constantly. And then this thing we got really recently. It doesn't belong to us. Somebody's just storing it here for right now. Like, we literally got it like last weekend. So very, very recent. Just kind of using this stuff for storage. Very hard to open, but it's just like little storage stuff down there. Again, just storage. And then as you can see, we eventually want to put some kind of terrarium or something in here. For this kind of space, we definitely need a bigger one, so we're thinking about that. We haven't made any plans yet. We're thinking maybe a frog or like an emerald swift lizard, something that climbs a lot so we can get a tall enclosure in there. We've also got this carpet. I love this carpet. It is incredibly soft, and even though it's a light color, it stays so clean. We have a coffee table. This coffee table is not a permanent thing. There's a table currently in the master bedroom that we're using for something. So this one is just kind of out here for now. But yeah, eventually I'll swap this one with the one in our bedroom because this one's kind of small. And then we've got Francois, our little robot vacuum. Then we have this wall, which definitely needs to be added to. We have a lot more of these shelves, which I figure we can kind of add more in, kind of fill up the space more. And then we have another lamp over there just to give some light to this room. We have another rocking chair. It's kind of full of stuff right now because we've been traveling a lot. And then we have this cool like garland of Halloween decorations, which I just think is really neat. Oh yeah, and now we can look at the opposite end of the room. Again, we have the front door. We have that kind of stuff, which I'll show closer in a little bit, but it's my nail polish shelves as well as a shelf full of stuffed animals. And then we have this weird little thing, which I'll show you. So this is a shelf that I spray painted black. It might need a touch up or 2, but just for little knickknacks, it's gonna end up going up on that wall. Then these things come from a nail salon, but the drawers are such a weird size. The only thing I can really put in here is like extra cables and stuff. So we're trying to figure out what to do with these. They're really weird because they have like holders for like hair dryers and stuff. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out, what we want to do with these. And all these tools are out is because we were doing some extra construction in the house this past weekend. Yeah, this house is constantly has a project going on of some kind. But now let's go over here. Don't mind my lunch bag. Again, I just got off from work. But we have nail polish stuff on this shelf and on this shelf over here, all these nail polish containers. Since Holo Taco doesn't do these big boxes as often, I think I'm gonna have to redistribute them to make it a little bit more even. We got this clock up here, but we mostly have this thing, which I call Terry, because on one of the little hinges over here, it says Terry somewhere on it. But mostly it's just kind of like a collection of all of our stuffed animals that we've been gifted or have since childhood. Those 2 are eventually gonna go to some of my friends. Yeah, just so many stuffed animals. And then we have our Mothman family. Look at the little baby Mothman. Up here is just kind of like where we dump things right as we come off work. Like you can see my like wallet and keys and headphones and everything. Literally where we dump stuff, or perfumes and colognes. Again, like things for right as we're leaving or right as we come home. So just kind of like things that need to be close to the front door. Those smell like cinnamon, so they make the house smell good, as well as our other little air fresheners. This is kind of technically part of the hallway, but you can see it the best in the living room, so we'll talk about it now. This is just a fun little wall. We have some pictures of me and my boyfriend that I printed out and did in the Christmas video. We have some Halloween decorations. I've had that forever. We have this map of our travels, or places I've at least traveled. My boyfriend loves Stitch. And then we have this really cool Dr. Pepper mirror. I just think it's really cool. It's really, really old. It's vintage. Then we have this. Again, I have a video on making this. Let me see if it'll open. Yeah. It's like a giant card made up of all my other cards throughout the years. I have a whole video about making that. Alright, don't ask me how it happened, but somehow I lost the footage for the house tour video for the dining room and all of like the back areas of this house and the kitchen now that I think about it. So we're gonna redo that real quick. It is during the day because it is my day off, because I'm editing that video currently because it needs to go up this week. So I can't believe I lost this footage. I literally just don't know what happened to it. Anyway, so coming from the living room into the kitchen here, we have this little area over here, the mini fridge. And then kind of back in this area, I'm thinking about maybe putting like a little bar. This mini fridge is mostly for drinks. We've got my alcohol up here, and then my boyfriend took one of those black shelves that are on the walls out there and made this little shelf just for some fun. We have this here, like a shopping list, a grocery list, or just like any notes and stuff that we have to put up here. We're thinking about maybe getting like a chest freezer and putting it down here. We just don't have one yet. It turns out there's actually something wrong with like the electrical outlet in there. That's why none of our dryers ended up working, but we haven't gotten the chance to fix that yet because that's complicated work. But anyways, for the rest of the kitchen, yeah, look at that. Definitely more moved in now. We've got this rolly cart thing full of like freezer, like vacuum freezer bags and baking stuff. I have this kind of like weird cutout area right here where my hockey stuff currently is. And I was thinking about getting like a tiny little kitchen rolling cart that we could roll all around the kitchen if we need to. We've got water because you can't drink the tap water here. We've got this shelf full of knickknacks that still needs to be painted. A fruit hanger that is holding tea currently. We've got a crock pot, we've got air fryer, we've got a tea maker. Like we got a lot of stuff. And this is out because I was filling holes behind the brand new dishwasher. There was a bunch of holes back there, so I filled them with foam. And we have all this stuff, a lot of cookbooks. This is full of my boyfriend's great grandma's recipes. I laminated them, put them all on index cards, and put them in here so they won't get damaged. We got this brand new dishwasher less than a week ago, and we've already done like 4 or 5 loads in it. Those all over there, I'm pretty sure are clean. I just gotta put them away. This stuff isn't clean yet. We're gonna do, of course, like the last few cycles in the dishwasher. But oh my god, it's been an entire year without us having a dishwasher that works, and now we finally fucking got one. I'm so excited for this. And here we've got my mug collection, which we kind of talked about before. And then this thing I used for my glass collection. I got a lot of glass stuff that we're putting here, so that's pretty fun. We've got this fancy knife holder thing. We got some bug zappers, some vases. I mean, it's a kitchen. Besides us putting our own stuff in it, there's not much going on. Yeah, not really a lot to change in here, honestly, besides us putting in our own stuff. The biggest change is in that room. So for this room, this is what our dining room was, and this is it now. We have all these cool hanging thingies up on the wall. I'm kind of using it as my craft area currently, which is why there's so much shit all over the table. But this room has had a brand new coat of paint, as you can tell by this dark gray. And then this wall, we painted this nice purple color. We put up all these vines on the ceiling. These are from my office. I took them down from my office. We're hand painting each and every one of these dragons. Like you can tell where I put the stencils so that we can paint them in. And we have metallic colors and also glow in the dark colors, and also like sparkle paint for the fire. Also on this wall, we have this. It's a giant dragon, and that's really cool. We gotta put some stuff here, and we're gonna finish filling in this spot, but that's really cool. I talked about in my original house tour video that we wanted to kind of separate it off, and so that's what this is for, just a nice little separation. On this wall, we have this tiny shelf with a bunch of tiny little dinosaurs. This used to be a shelf full of our tiny village, which you'll see over there, but our tiny village outgrew it, so now this is dinosaur shelf. Also, things kept falling off and breaking. We also have these 2 tapestries with the fish and the bugs. I really like them. They remind me of Animal Crossing. We also have the butterflies in here, which is why I wanted the main color to be this gray, so we could have this kind of stuff on the wall and it wouldn't blend in. Like if we had blue or green on the walls, these kinds of stuff would blend in. We also got all these little lizards that I put sticky tack on the feet of, so it looks like they're climbing all over the wall. I think that's really cute. I like it a lot. We've also got a bunch of my boyfriend's like I don't know what to call them, weapons, I guess, weapon collection. We have this that I've had for a really long time, and then on the side of Big Bertha here, which we've been planning on putting in this area ever since we realized this was gonna stay. Right here, we're gonna put Big Bertha, which is what we call that dresser thing. We're gonna put that right here. We have that shelf up here, which we painted to match that wall that has a bunch of our stuffed animals. We call them the council. There's Giuseppe. On this wall, we have Dungeons and Dragons stuff, like there's some Dungeons and Dragon books right there, a bunch of dice and stuff. We have my boyfriend's encyclopedia collection. This we're gonna eventually turn into a DM screen. We've got board games, we've got more board games down here, and we've got my playing card collection right there. We've got craft holders, for holding all my craft supplies, which are currently all over the table because I'm working on something. And then you guys have seen this a few times before. This is our window covering currently, since we don't have any curtains, because curtains are stupidly expensive. Over here, on this wall, we have this picture or canvas of a fairy and a mermaid that are really close to matching. They look really good together, so that's why we put them together. Seashells, and I kind of want to put more seashells around the mermaid. And for the fairy, we've got some dried lavender, as well as this these flower lights. These were also originally in my office. This also looked better last night when I recorded this because it was dark. We got this super cool corner thing. I love this a lot. We got it for free from a thrift store because nobody had gotten it in a long time. It's full of painting supplies, but nobody had even looked about buying it for a long time, and they were trying to get rid of it, and we were like, hell yeah, we'll take that. My boyfriend's sound system and this really cool candle with seashells in it, some knives, and then over here we have Tiny Village. Look, you can turn on the lights. It's Tiny Village. We've got Tiny Toaster, Tiny Tools. That's a real life bumblebee. We've got this guy playing on the computer. There's just so much going on in Tiny Village. I love Tiny Village so much. And you can tell that it definitely outgrew the other shelf. And that's Tiny Village. I love Tiny Village so much. On this wall, we also have one of my boyfriend's whips. I don't know why he has them, don't ask me. Then we have this cool canvas of the Kraken, as well as a tiny little plesiosaur on top. We want to get a trident or something ocean-y to go up there, kind of long to go up there. Again, we don't have curtains or curtain rods yet. This room is really cool. I like this room a lot. We've put the most work into this room so far, and I think it's turning out really, really nicely. We've also got a little dumpling feather. I found it on all my stuff when I was unpacking. This demon will never stop haunting me. From the game room / dining room, we have this room here, which I talked about maybe turning into a gym. It is, however, our storage room currently, as you can tell. I just went through a lot of this stuff to find wrapping paper for his mom's present. This is actually gonna go to my boyfriend's uncle. That is another armoire that we're gonna, when this room ever gets clean, we're gonna put that aside and have we're gonna put all our cold weather or warm weather clothes, basically another storage area. But yeah, there's just a lot of storage stuff in here. All the extra chairs for the dining room. And then there's the access to underneath the house, which I'm glad is covered up right now. But yeah, the lights in here don't work and the floor is all fucked up, what you saw in the original of this video. Yeah, I would love to have this room ever actually function, but I don't know, maybe it'll take a whole nother year for that to happen. The other half of the dining room, we have this door. Oh, my boyfriend left this open. We closed that up because I didn't like that it was just open. It was absolutely human-sized. Oh my god, my voice is going. The bird's nest is still there. It's completely abandoned, so it's not really that much of an issue. We just killed a bunch of wasps out there. The backyard hasn't changed at all. We haven't been out there at all, really. And then we have this room. We've talked about and seen this room a few times on my channel, and we have this fake grass, which I want to get more of to cover the whole floor, but our plants did not and are not doing well. I'm thinking we're gonna have to start from scratch, mostly. We did pretty well with peppers for a little while, but I think it's just too hot in here. Too hot, too dry, and no airflow. We have the ceiling fan, but that's it. And we have these lights. These are some UV lights, grow lights, and they're on a timer. And we do water them. There could be a case of overwatering, but there's holes on the bottom of everything. I think it's hot. I think it's hot in here. I think it's very stale in here because there's no AC. We have this table where we do all our gardening stuff. You can see all this dirt from when we repotted Constantine. And then again, we have grow lights and everything. It's just, I think we need to start from scratch. Just this isn't working. Those we've been trying to germinate for a very long time and they haven't even started growing. I think everything needs to be scrapped and we're gonna start over, honestly. That being said, this room is so much nicer without those giant blinds and like, I don't know, fucking canvas basically covering all these windows. And it just looks a lot nicer in here. We also put a lock on the door, which did not originally have it and I fucking hated that. But yeah, so this room is not amazing. I definitely want to fix it up and we've just got to start from scratch with the plants. I don't know if we can put like a little window unit of an AC in here, but I really don't want our power bill to go up much more. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. This room just has like washer and dryer and stuff in it. It's pretty boring. Our dryer still doesn't work. We've tried 3 different dryers and none of them work. And that's all our paint that we've been using. Oh yeah, that's our old dishwasher. So dryer, dryer, dryer. None of those work. Dishwasher that doesn't work. Washer that does work. So if you go out through the kitchen, like from the dining room, which is the game room, through the kitchen here, out into the living room, come this way through the hallway, we have this nice new rug that we put out, and then we also have this pantry, which we have been using. We've got a lot of stuff in here. That's her vacuum sealer. We've got a fryer because my boyfriend likes to use that, coffee machine, brooms and vacuums and painting supplies and extra shelves and rice and just all kinds of stuff. We're having a great time utilizing this space. Oh, also, there's this another access panel to the under the house, which I had my boyfriend seal off because I hate that shit. I don't want people to be able to access my house from the outside, so we got that taken care of. From here, we've got the water heater and the AC unit, so not important. But on this side we have Witcher stuff because that's my boyfriend's favorite game, as well as a little sword and this pin that he got. On this wall we have my favorite video games. My favorite video game is Little Nightmares, so that's on this side of the wall. We've also got this from Dimension 20, as well as some fans and another broom. We've got this on this wall, Fallout stuff for my boyfriend, this little guy, a bunch of Fallout stuff. We have this new rug also, new hallway. We have another pantry over here, which I use for more, like, as you can tell, like snacky stuff. We have some of my stuff in here that is kind of in storage right now. I kind of need to figure out how to get rid of it. I think some of this I gotta take to the pawn shop. Then we also have some more little signs and stuff. Some of these are my boyfriend's, some of these are mine. In this hallway closet, I wish we could utilize it better because this bottom part is just completely empty because it's weirdly shaped, it doesn't have handles. So I wish we could utilize this more, but this top part is completely dedicated to my hair dye shit. So that's fun. And before we get too ahead of ourselves, we're gonna come back this way so that we can look at this room. This room is our guest room, which is secret code for my boyfriend's little sister's room. And I'm only showing you this because I've talked to her before about going into her room when she's not here, and she says she doesn't care at all. And that's the only reason we're even going in here. And also because I really like her decorations. I think they're really good. But we're not going to spend a long time in here because nobody needs to look very closely at her stuff. But I do want to show off how she decorated it because I think it's very nice. I think her decoration skills are really, really cool. We got a lot of her like furniture, either we already had or it's from like a thrift shop stuff. A lot of her own decorations she completely got on her own. We got this TV for like $50. This was my boyfriend's old furniture. She's got a mirror. She's got her own Xbox. Like, I didn't know my boyfriend moved those. Those used to be on him. But yeah, this room is completely changed from what it was. And again, I'm not going to focus a lot on this room. Oh yeah, we got her this nice carpet too. I love this carpet also. But yeah, we're not going to focus a lot on there because that's her space. But I do think it's absolutely amazing what it was and now what it is. Next, we can go into the bathroom, I guess. We have some bath mats in here. We have this thing that used to be in our master bedroom. Now I use this for towels. We don't have any clean towels, so I'm doing laundry immediately after this. Now these are the other 2 coat racks. So they're in here because our dryer still doesn't work. It's been a full year and our dryer still doesn't work. And we've been talking to the landlord about it for a full year. But anyways, our dryer still doesn't work. So when we do laundry, we hang our clothes from there or from here to dry, which is not fun. I actually hate it, but there's not much I can do about that. I mean, the only thing that's changed about the bathtub is the fact that I've stained it with all my hair dye. I don't know, there's not really much different in this room other than the fact that we live here now. Don't mind my stuff hanging. Not a terribly fun room. So a room that I actually haven't changed that much, like painting wise, but just added a bunch of stuff to, is my office in here. We've got a fun little rug. We've got some stuff down there that I need to take care of. We've got these 2 shelves, which have a lot of supplies, my pen collection, a lot of that makeup that I ended up keeping from my makeup video, all of my extra makeup that I kept, a lot of just like crafting supplies, more crafting supplies down there, a printer. We've got this brand new shelf, which is in a video already, but I don't know if that video has come out yet at this point. But we've got a brand new shelf directly from the nail salon, which is where the other white shelves came from. There's a video about that thing. I do eventually want to put another one of those there and move these swatches somewhere else. We've got this corner over here is a lot of the stuff that my mom saved, and it's a lot of about how much she hated me. But that's on here just for moral support, as in spite, I guess. This is Lamb Chomp. I've had him for a very long time, which is why he's got a hole in his mouth. This is like a stand for a camera, and he lives here. We have a shelf. Oh, these little wristbands. Every time we do an escape room at this one place, they give us a wristband, so we have those. And then this shelf is just full of little knick-knacky stuff. That is my immortal. I got that from Japan. Like, I have a video about that. Like, this is just like a lot of fun stuff that I really like. A lot of tiny stuff. Like, I think this is a deck of cards. Yeah, it's just like a full deck of cards that I'm too nervous to take out of that. Then we got like tiny eggs, like a lot of tiny stuff on this shelf too, because I really like tiny stuff. World's smallest crayons. Yeah, just like a lot of stuff that I like because it's my office. We've got this new chair that my boyfriend bought me, and I have this down here because this honestly doesn't feel very good on my legs, and I wear shorts all the time because I live in Texas. Then I kind of redid my desk recently, so it's a little bit different, but honestly not that much different. I've got my computer set up and a bunch of nail polish supplies. And then over here we have a nail polish shelf. We've got top coats, and then in color order everything that's not Holo Taco. We've got a craft station over here with some of my mugs, as well as a table that I use for when I run out of space here. We've got more of my mugs up there, and then we have the Dimension 20 stuff, which I have a whole video about that. Then on this wall we have my pen collection. We have my Meow Wolf stuff. We have more pen collection. We have back when I did a lot of embroidery. I've had that backpack for so long. Then we have my Red Bull collection, along with some other like weird random stuff like a Lego Loki and Lord of the Rings box set. This is the back of my door. I feel like you see it in my videos, but maybe not like super clearly. Giant paper clips and keychains, just fun stuff. Oh yeah, more paper clips over here. Those are our birthday gift. I get a lot, which I love. Like, that's not a bad thing. I like them. Then we have the whole nail polish area. This little nail polish area over here, I have like whole collections up here, and then all of the Holo Taco stuff, minus the like limited edition stuff. These are all discontinued ones up here, and these are all polishes that are still in circulation. I have a whole video about redoing this entire thing because they used to just be in color order, but I decided to put them in order by what they are, like what they're made out of. And I moved their swatches to be closer to where they are. So you can see like this swatch stick goes to this row. That I got in Japan. These are my nail polishes from Japan. This is my whole Japan little shelf. This shelf is strictly for gel polishes. Then I have bookshelf for books, and then binders down there. This is where those vines used to be. They used to be hanging up there. You can see all, oh hello, you wanna focus? There we go. You can see all the pins I had holding them up. So I need something else to go up there because the room is pretty empty now. Oh yeah, some hats. But yeah, a lot of stuff has changed in this room from when we got it a year ago, and I think it's really nice. I'm having a good time being in here. And so that leaves only the master bedroom. This is the table I was talking about. This one actually belongs in the living room, but you can't tell because of all the other stuff we got going on right now, but there's a puzzle under here that we're still working on. This is all like this because, again, we've been traveling a lot, so we just kind of threw everything on top of there so the vacuum could run around. We have this giant painting on the wall that we got for free at our storage facility. In the middle of us moving, we had a storage thing, and somebody left this behind, and they said we could take it for free, so we did. We're gonna paint this room eventually, someday. These are some pictures from my boyfriend's last birthday. This, for some reason, the bathroom doesn't have a door, so we put this up. We have another bathroom, obviously, so we honestly don't use this one very much, but we have curtains up for privacy. This is another painting that I've been looking for that mug forever. Anyways, another painting, my boyfriend had that, and then we have this lovely armoire that's full of like workout clothes or like pajamas and also like cold weather stuff. This carpet my boyfriend's had forever, and we still have all the windows up because we still haven't had the chance to get blackout curtains, because since we both sleep during the day, we're both on second shift, we need absolutely no light in here at all, otherwise we won't be able to sleep. On this side, ignore the laundry, but we have buckets for underwear, sports shorts like basketball shorts, and then socks. We have our summertime clothes because it's summertime. We have all of our extra blankets up there because I get very cold. We have the TV stand, which has been moved to be in front of the bed instead of blocking this off completely, because we used to have this completely blocked off and simply utilize the closet in there, but it's fucking tiny and we didn't have enough room, so we moved it out here. And we have this lamp in here, which we normally don't have the big light on, we normally just have this lamp on. And then over here I'm kind of trying to work on a wall that's like gold bronze themed. It's coming along a little bit, it definitely needs a lot of work, but I want to do something with this wall that's like using all these gold accent stuff I have. I got us these matching bedside stands, which are really cool because they have like charging elements in them, and then very useful drawers and stuff, and we need something to go up there. Nothing's really changed in this bathroom at all other than the fact that it has our stuff in it. That's literally the only thing that's changed in here. It's got our stuff in it now. There's like a necklace stand. We've got like sweaters, more extra blankets, clothes. Like not a lot else is going on in here. So yeah, this house is by no means perfect, but we're working on it. And for two people who work full-time jobs, I think we did a good amount of work on it in a year. And this is also a rental house, so we can't like knock down walls or anything. But I still think it's good progress. Like I feel like it definitely feels more like a home than it definitely did when we first moved in. So the house isn't like a different house. It is a rental. We don't have that kind of authority or power. But the things that we've changed in here, I think definitely make it feel more like our house. This is the amount of stuff that we could get done in a year. Again, we do not have a lot of time or disposable income. And there are obviously some rooms we focus on way more than others. Like the guest bedroom, we wanted to make sure was up and running and ready for anybody to come over and spend time here. We still have a lot of stuff to do. We still have to paint the living room, paint the master bedroom. I don't think I'm gonna paint in here. I like the colors. This is like a nice minty green and the rest of the walls are white and I like it. But I think it's been great progress. And maybe I'll do an update next year. Who knows? We'll see. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the house come this far, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.